my name is Laurel and I'm going to be analyzing the financial statement for Northern Oil. I'm going to be looking at the ratios: total asset turnover, profit margin, price to earnings, as well as return on equity and return on assets for the years 2010 and 2014. First, we'll look at a little bit about the company. Northern Oil and Gas Incorporated is an oil and gas exploration and production company. The company is focusing right now on the Rocky Mountain regions of the United States. First, we're going to start with our total asset turnover, which has an average of a 0.25. Our total asset turnover is going to show how efficiently a company can use its assets to generate its sales. So here you see a pretty consistent total asset turnover for year to year, and also it is fairly high. You want your total asset turnover ratio to be high, so that we do see here. Also, we're going to look at our profit margin, which is averaging a 23.47. For our profit margin, it's going to show what percentage of sales are actually left over after all expenses are paid for, so that you also want to be high as well, which this is. You saw a consistent increase here and then a kind of a consistent decline, but then in 2013 they definitely brought it back up, and they're increasing from there. So next, looking at our price to earnings ratio, this is going to tell us if a company is too overpriced or if it's a good price to actually buy into. There's an average of a 64.38, but a lot of that is coming from right here in 2010 when they had almost a 200% ratio. But now we've seen a consistent decline, which is good, and now it's kind of staying consistent here at pretty low, which shows us that Northern Oil will be a good price to actually buy into. So next we'll look at our return on equity right here, which is the dark line, and then our return on assets, which is the lighter line. Both are at a consistent incline and are pretty high ratios. Return on equity is averaging an 11.4, and return on assets is averaging a 29.46. Your return on equity is going to show how much profit each dollar of our common stockholders' equity is actually generating for the business. So you do want that to be high, which they do keep that pretty high here. And also your return on assets, kind of the same thing. It's just showing how effective a company can manage its assets to produce profits for a period of time, which is 29.46 is high, and you do want your return on assets to be high. So that's going to be it for Northern Oil and Gas. Thank you.